Abusia for Mincha na mesan so mu akwa baso so emfa wo emra eye be media GH so abusia ade a EC Jean Mensah no ho akere ne papa na ho na akere na no so abusia suspended CJ ye ma mega tutokunu no abusia ade a NDC for abbo awromu ewo ye Supreme Court na ennyoma omu akotwe ade apie document omu akotwe ade apie no say ano eden ama eye EC Jean Mensah no ho akere no papa say some illegalities be akoso between the CJ and the EC no abusia for enye easy we dey ma mekasa wa pese ye kone koti ensem no mankasa enchire mu so illegalities bi a say document no atumi abusia ensem na no de bo dey subscribe my bo notification bell no so for podcast update yan ko ne koti ensem no mu ankasa enchire mu e ba sese ya danse
enya asem na yesuro ena yama law ehunahunayɛ ema sebio banchire for lawyer bi ehunahuna Ghana eni se Ghana ni bia ema the Ghana Bar Association any respect. Now onima de kudie ntia omo akɔhye dem say sa directive na the Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice Mr. Bafuboni making no a helm no. It is simple. Hwe so person mu say mami o lead the Ghana Bar Association. She's not smart. She's a politician, and we have to place her where she has to be. And say, tell Madam Tokonu, the Chief Justice act or your Chief Justice no, and suspended no. Mokai sa case way. I want to remind you of a case. Mokai case way. This was the case, sir. NDC and 4 other political parties issue Electoral Commission over limited voter registration. Mokai, yes. Sa case no NDC the court any 4 other political parties this case the court Madam Tokonu court no. Now Madam Tokonu the right to call the case before the EC goes or takes that action. But because Madam Tokonu now award the power, let me tell you something. Madam Tokonu ebeye Chief Justice Oshemra say onunkwani the sole person obetumi decide which case, which day I have a free case Ghana. The Ghana Bar Association from day one, they did not have a problem with it. So case we call court. Ghanaians were telling the Chief Justice say she was supposed to immediately give the case to a judge to sit on before the EC takes action. Because the moment the EC goes ahead and takes that action, and I say Omudi Jumana, Ebema Eyadien, the judgment from the court no will be waste. Inti na Ghana for ne NDC for ne other political parties are omuko court no insist Chief Justice, you have the power to make sure say a judge is assembled to make sure say that case is heard before the Electoral Commission takes or makes their move. Mokai sa case way. Now let's go and read Madam Tokonu later they see here any judgment of Omaye any what she said. The Ghana Bar Association, they were all in Ghana, they were watching because Nana Dankwe Kufuor Jimmy no was basically their leader. This woman who is the leader of the Ghana Bar Association, Nikulini Jogate, who was serving under Kufuor, who was the flag contestant as a flag bearer in the NPP. This woman did not see anything wrong with it. She thought she believed that decision by Tokonu was the best decision. Kwasiafo and the Omobekambro of Wachre. Let's go and read Tokonu's judgment. Otwen yema eye EC eko teki sa decision no. Madam Tokonu den what action did she take? Now monhwe. Kwasiafo mo gesa mo kwa na motebrofo. Let's read the story. Now read the story. This is what the story says. Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu has outlined reasons the Apex Court did not hear the injunction application filed by the National Democratic Congress and 4 other political parties earlier than October 17, 2023. The applicants on September 7th, 2023 sought to restrain the Electoral Commission from carrying out their recently held voter registration exercise made up of the NDC, the Convention People's Party, All People's Congress, Liberal Party of Ghana, and the Great Consolidated Popular Party. They sued the Electoral Commission at the Supreme Court over its decision to restrict voter registration centers to its district offices. Now read this story now. This is what it says. The suit was scheduled to be heard on October 17th, a decision which baffled the applicants. Now, but explaining the decision in court today, Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu, who presided over a 5-member panel hearing the case, noted that the case couldn't be set on a date because the apex court doesn't sit during August and September due to legal vacation. Time NDC for echo court. How many 4 political parties? Echo catch Supreme Court say a day way it's important. It's an emergency. We are going into an election. The EC is taking a decision a bit me destabilize the mind. Madam Tokonu Kachiro say they cannot sit because on to me ma omu judge bia enkotena case ni so. You know why? Because on any team or say na judges ewo vacation. Into onya any judge to sit on the matter. The case was supposed to be called on the 7th of September. Madam Tokonu response in her judgment and say, no, and Chief Justice. Sad time no, na court echo vacation. Enti wa ma ho kwan ema ya mfre judge bia say on betina case in so. Who had the power to make sure a judge comes to sit on that case? It was Tokonu. What did she do? She decided, she made the rule. Until she appoints a judge to sit on it, no judge could sit on that case. Technology. Now, who read the other part of the story? Mame Cho Bibi wa kwasiafo Ghana Bar Association. Moi. Now, share the EC. And I quote, and these are the statements from the Chief Justice. The Supreme Court doesn't sit on vacation. There are no rules for Supreme Court to sit during the months of August and September. That is why the application was fixed for the 17th of October 2023. Discussions of fixing it for today should be premised on the Supreme Court not being able to sit during vacations except by a special fiat. Madam Tokonu the judgment no. Tia wa ma judge bia antena so no. One Fred judge bia to come and sit on and say August, September no, the court is on vacation. Even though na assembly is important no. Or say the judges were on vacation in August and September. That is why the application was fixed for the 17th of October. Remember, we were going into an election a year dangerous. We needed hearing. Why didn't the Chief Justice say, let's see, say, we can get a judge to sit on this case because your democracy and the safety of this nation was very important. But the Chief Justice said that she could not appoint any judge to sit on the matter because they were all on vacation. She had that power, right? Did you have an issue with that? And Osako Enukachira must say, discussions of fixing it for today should be premised on the Supreme Court not being able to sit during vacations except by a special. It was say, BB Pusuro. Anybody sit on the case because judges were on vacation. Now you will obia obet taking another decision. No. She was the Chief Justice, or she is the Chief Justice, and what she says is final. That time, na Chief Justice Eka Sasem na Ghana Bar Association for nobody Ghana. Almost so the safety of the country na how moana. The chaos that thing could have brought na Ghana Bar Association for na enha omo ana omo ma ene omo kurunum ene omo nananom omo so na omo nte Ghana sa asem na efa omo ho ana. Why didn't they raise an issue on this matter? Did the Ghana Bar Association tell the Chief Justice say she does not have the right to make that decision? The Ghana Bar Association is a stupid association. Omo nimu nyansa, omo ejimi, omo ye politics. They think say yani Ghana for ye nkwasiafo. They can do politics with us. Now, mommy, go back to a Ghana Bar Association for statement. No. Now, who read this statement? Now, sorry. Who read this statement? Look where almost like so far. Me read this statement. Yenshia baby Ghana Bar Association for aka anything about law.
Abusan for native for inyatin sema inu abema ke mitila de ababo ntabe yinsemo nyine goa nensem no kan ne nia brie pan no chichi because nema na ekoso enye fedi agrokra na ekoso no ware nema chief just to kono yeye three cases are NDC amanyuko no e de court e de fa nema bi a Jean Mensah ya just na enya sanketwa Emma Jean Mensah ni bia na oye no Emma NDC for ekas the videos issue Jean Mensah I was Supreme Court na ekoda Supreme Court no isezenka chief jan to kono beden be fasem no what na so no make sure say justice man because he chief justice munina chief e Ghana na so ne kusie justice take place and debi and take place na de intina chief justice na nkasa side and na asem no so na oye de ope wa hwesenia na Jean Mensah ne niema boss ma sorry samotete niema no mo ye no sebi ne ntasum sebi ne nsim hunu wose obi an kwa na jesho kwa de nko trinity abani bi metime twensu ni ade mazan kan betimi da ba mo an kasa ya so ye no ma twem din ni nyina akosi wa because afanya time na sa na ye no so ye de na nkwa ban no true akofa nti de obeka na uti na o ma manfo de ehwra mon kwan true trading keke registration of name keke na manfo efamu na manfo tonso mu ni ade because no mo through boat intimidani boat ni ade se won sem nya be pp and it was the na Jean Mensah you know 7,000 to make sure say I omde Jean Mensah be family akwan so near the asem na wa down Supreme Court o chief justice na o teso aseto o ye tokono na teso no o ka change this for say August ni September di yentra asem so yen found say emergency and say emergency yentra asem so dentia ye ko holidays ye kwa ni odo vacation here but asem na ba no emergency case I was encouraged so kwa ntimi mba to be no me tan asem no mo ngene umundi asem no wasanya de abetu bi amana abeta asem no so is answer na eko against mo partnerity any enya de kwampa meden mo be tan asem no so na and is where we need that case no niema wo ye no na abetu dwa say eye ke until I the age no we no and no say na suspension ya suspend no intiasi wo papa because that allegation and that petition on the abano any abnormalities are why ye no and no any the abro inti the UFO council of state to deny the evil titi say ye ma onkofi when ye sack one about when the cancer the law is the law then time na ko faro do ayden e do wesi e ade so foforo sani ma we nyina ko so na enya asem ketwa no we no say Jean Mensah de ye ka se kan wa asem ada je be boy because even niema o ye rigging taxes no paso ye those a year in country do want the district no na e ya de na kan rigging taxes no na according to resident ketiano why in the buy our case after a chita to colonia in a free you pay next age Jean Mensah because Jean Mensah they never be bring a bit my way you were free. I shall to say why she even petition on petition up to none and equals your one point in petition according to the record. Now we need here after she just took on suspension and the 1 year the year bounce because to make us just for crowd back to just for in the way I'm cast amount for mega of you then ya dear any papa even the president crampon so just for enkata ho nyina enhia saa nneema we nyina ekoso a chese wodwene ho a wonte ase Kevin tell I dey cancel it my ache adwen our comment so to be so ahia ma dan for so nya bi ahwe higher for anji chakram nyina